Sometimes love turns into obsession. Sometimes truth becomes a lie. This is Confess Dark, where secrets speak in the dark. I don't know why I've started doing this. Maybe I just need someone to hear me, even if it's only this machine. For weeks now, I've had the same dream. A woman. She stands at the edge of a cliff, her hair tangled by the wind. Her eyes are so full of something I can't name. Sorrow, maybe, or warning. I wake up drenched in sweat, the scent of salt water on my skin, and for a moment, I swear, I can still hear her whisper my name. I don't know her, but somehow she knows me. The locals call this place Greyhaven, a small town pressed between cliffs and the Atlantic. The kind of place the world forgets. I came here to disappear. But even here, in the quiet, my dreams found me. Mornings are gray, nights endless. The only sound is the sea grinding against the rocks. I walk the docks sometimes, just to remind myself I'm still real. But lately, I've started feeling eyes on me, as if someone or something is watching. Last night, I saw her again, only she was closer. She spoke for the first time. "You shouldn't have left," she said. And when I asked what she meant, she smiled, a sad, knowing smile, and vanished with the tide. When I woke up, there were footprints, wet footprints, leading from the window to my bed. I live alone. I found something today. An old photo tucked inside a book I don't remember owning. A picture of me and her. Sarah. That's the name written on the back. Sarah, written in my handwriting. But I swear, I've never met her. Who is Sarah? Was she real? It happened today, at the cafe near the pier. She was there. Sarah. Same eyes. Same face from my dreams. I froze. When I finally spoke, my voice cracked. "Do I know you?" She looked at me, calm, almost relieved, and said, "You're the one who's been visiting me." We talked for hours that day, about nothing and everything. The sea, the town, the feeling of deja vu. She said she'd been dreaming of me too. Same place, same cliff, same words. It felt like fate or madness. When she laughed, it was the same sound from my dreams. And when she touched my hand, the air grew colder, like the sea was pulling us both under. I see her almost every day now. Sometimes she waits by the pier. Other times, she just appears, like she's stepped out of thin air. The dreams haven't stopped. They've deepened. She talks more now, asks me questions only I should know the answers to. Last night, she said, "You promised me you wouldn't forget." But I don't remember making that promise. I don't remember her at all. There's something wrong with my reflection. When I look in the mirror now, I see her behind me, always behind me, never moving, just watching. Sometimes I hear her humming, the same tune I whistle before bed. The one I thought no one knew. And when I turn, the room is empty. Only the sea wind answers. People here have started avoiding me. At the market, they whisper when I pass. One old fisherman stopped me and said, "You should let her rest, boy." I didn't know what he meant, but then he looked out at the sea and crossed himself. She doesn't belong here anymore. That night, I dreamed of drowning. Sarah's hand reached for me, and I didn't know whether she was saving me or pulling me down. Did Sarah die here? What truth is buried? It came back tonight. The memory. Flashes. Headlights. Rain. Her scream. The sound of metal against stone. I woke gasping, sand in my mouth, lying near the cliff's edge. The same place from my dreams. And for the first time, I remembered her voice saying, "You promised you wouldn't forget." I think I know now why I came to this town. This is where it happened. I couldn't sleep. The waves kept crashing against the rocks like they were calling a name. Her name. So I searched. In the attic, above my small rented house, I found an old box. Dusty, unopened. Inside, a leather-bound journal. Mine. The first page began with, Sarah, 2018. The words below it chilled me. If I forget, this will remind me why she had to die. The entries were short, desperate. They spoke of love, obsession, and guilt. I'd written about meeting her at a hospital. She'd been recovering from something. Trauma, loss. We helped each other heal. Or tried to. But it changed. The entries grew darker. She's not who she says she is. She dreams of me before we meet. She knows things no one could know. And then the final entry, smudged, half torn. If she returns, don't let her in. Was Sarah alive or something else? This morning I found condensation on the mirror. Words written in the fog. Why did you leave me? I stumbled back, heart racing. Outside, the fog was thicker than ever. The sea was invisible, though I could hear its endless breathing. Then, her voice, soft, behind me. You promised you'd come back. But when I turned, nothing. I found the old fisherman again, the one who warned me. He looked tired, older somehow. I showed him Sarah's picture. He crossed himself and said, "She walked into the sea 5 years ago. Stormy night. We never found her." I told him that wasn't possible. I'd spoken to her yesterday. He just shook his head. Then, she's still waiting for you to keep your promise. That night, she came to me again, not in a dream, in the doorway. Her skin pale as moonlight. Her dress was dripping water onto the floor. Her voice was soft, trembling. "Daniel, you left me there." I tried to touch her, but my hand passed through cold mist. Still, I could feel her sadness, heavy, drowning. "I tried to save you," I said. She smiled faintly. No, you tried to save yourself. I listened to the earlier recordings I'd made. The first ones, I don't remember speaking them, but the voice was mine. Softer, broken. It spoke of guilt, of a promise made the night of the accident. I heard myself say, "If you don't make it, I'll come back. I'll never leave you behind." And then, her voice answered, "Then I'll wait by the sea." Did Sarah's spirit linger because of his promise? The weather turned violent again tonight. Winds howling, waves breaking like fists against the cliff. I stood at my window and saw her standing where she always stood in my dreams. Sarah, at the edge of the cliff, stares out into the storm. I ran outside, calling her name, slipping on the wet stones. By the time I reached the cliff, she was gone. But the sand was wet, and there were footprints leading straight into the sea. In the morning, a letter lay by my door. No one could have placed it there. I locked everything. The paper was soaked, edges curling. It was her handwriting. "Meet me at the cliffs tonight. The truth waits there." I felt cold all over. Not fear, resignation. Some truths refuse to stay buried. Twilight bled into fog. I walked the long path by the lighthouse, every step heavier than the last. I could hear her before I saw her, whispering fragments of the past. Laughter, anger, pleas. Our voices overlap through the wind. When I reached the cliff, she was there, as vivid as life. Her eyes glowed with something between sorrow and forgiveness. "Daniel," she said softly, "do you remember now?" Yes, I remembered. The night of the crash, we argued. I was driving too fast. She begged me to stop. And then, the turn, the cliff, the scream. I pulled myself out. She didn't. I promised I'd come back for her. But fear, guilt, made me run. I left her there, in the dark water, as the storm swallowed everything. She never stopped waiting. And now, neither can I. Will Daniel join her or escape the haunting? It's 3:11 a.m. This will be my final tape. The storm hasn't stopped since yesterday. The sea sounds closer, like it's climbing the cliff. I can hear her humming, the same song she sang that night. Soft, sad, like a lullaby meant for the dying. If anyone finds this recording, tell them I didn't run away this time. At dawn, I went to the lighthouse. The keeper stood outside, smoking his last cigarette. He told me no one lived there anymore, not since she vanished. When I said Sarah's name, he froze. "You should leave before dark," he warned. "Every man who waits for her ends up in the water." I asked, "Then why are you still here?" He smiled faintly. "Someone has to keep the light on for the lost." That night, the wind carried a melody again, faint, familiar. Sarah's song. I followed it to the cliffs. Each note grew clearer, weaving through the storm like a heartbeat. And there she was, dressed in white, barefoot, eyes full of the sea. Daniel, she whispered. I kept my promise. I waited. I took a step forward. Her hand was cold, yet it felt alive, like touching the ocean itself. I can't follow you, I said. You're gone. She smiled sadly. Then why do you still dream of me? The waves crashed louder, pulling closer to our feet. One more step, and I'd be with her. One step back, and she'd vanish forever. Flashes of the accident tore through my mind. Her scream, the impact. The water is swallowing us whole. But now, in her eyes, I saw forgiveness. She wasn't haunting me for revenge. She just wanted me to remember, to face the truth, to finally stop running. When I opened my eyes, everything was still. No storm, no sound, just calm, silver light reflecting off endless water. Sarah stood beside me. Do you see now? She asked. We're both trapped between what was and what could have been. I reached for her. Our fingers touched, and for the first time, I felt peace. She smiled, tears streaming down her pale cheeks. It's time, Daniel. You have to live. Let me go. Her voice cracked like glass. I stayed because you couldn't forgive yourself. I wanted to argue, but she placed her hand on my heart. You've carried me long enough. Then she stepped back and began to fade. The storm finally stopped. For the first time in years, sunlight touched the cliffs. The sea, once angry, was calm, as if exhaling. I looked down and saw her reflection, smiling up from the water. Not haunting, not waiting, free. I whispered, "Goodbye, Sarah," and the wind carried it away. Weeks later, the police found my recordings washed up near the lighthouse. Nobody, no trace of a man named Daniel. Only the last message on the tape. She's gone, and so am I. Locals say, on stormy nights, you can still hear two voices near the cliffs. A man and a woman, talking, laughing, then silence. Some say love can haunt you. Others say it can save you. But the sea remembers everything. And sometimes it gives back what guilt takes away. The night listens, and so did you. Thank you for being part of this confession. Don't let it fade into silence. Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts below. Another story awaits in the dark corners. Will you return?